varieties of truth. Prabhupada saying this is that one is seer, by seer. That is also gambling.
Shares, yeah.
Shares also gambling. But it does not look like gambling. It's not look like we are just playing cards and all that. But this is also gambling. There are certain varieties of gambling. What is the supreme gambling? Is that Krishnam Vasudevasmi Pandavanam Dhanandara Muninam Aham Vyasa Kalinam Asuna. After descendant of Krishna, I am Vasudeva. And of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of this says, I am Vyasa. And among the great thinker, I am Musana. Musana means Sukacharya. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Baladev is Krishna's immediate expansion. Both Lord Krishna and Baladeva appear as son of Vasudeva. So both of them may be called Vasudeva. From another point of view, because Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, all the form of Krishna that appear elsewhere are his expansions. Vasudeva is Krishna's immediate expansion. So Vasudeva is not different from Krishna. It is to be understood that the Vasudeva referred to in this verse of Bhagavad Gita is Baladeva or Balaram. Because he is the original source of all incarnation and thus he is the sole source of Vasudeva. The immediate expansions of the Lord are called swams or personal expansions, and there are also expansions called Vivinams, separated expansions. Amongst the sons of Pandu, Arjuna is famous as Dhananjaya. He is the best of man and therefore represented Krishna. Among the Munis, O learned man, conversant is Vedic knowledge. Vyasa is the greatest and he explained Vedic knowledge. In many different ways for the understanding of the common mass of people in this age of God. And Vyasa is also known as an incarnation of Krishna. Therefore, Vyasa also represents Krishna. Kavis are those who are capable of thinking thoroughly on any subject matter. Among the Kavis, Bhusana, Sukracharya was the spiritual master of the demons. He was an extremely intelligent and far-seeing politician. Thus, Sukracharya is another representative of the government of Krishna. He is doing everything. Sukracharya, Brahspati is the demigod's spiritual master, and Sukracharya is the demon's spiritual master. And Krishna saying, I am the among the Kavis. Yeah. See, look like controversy, you know. That's why Krishna is doing everything. He is saying, I am, he is only doing everything. Last time we read one verse. It is saying, in the Bhagavad, Krishna saying, just only Sukadeva or something, only you are just one, and you want to play. Alone is not enjoying. That's why he wants to play. That's why he created three forms: Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. He expands himself. Sukadeva Goswami will point out, you expand yourself, go be playing. That means we are the. That's why we are the. What is it? Puppet of the last puppet. Nachao, cook, nachao, karu. Castel, Amir, Castel, Putan, Islo, one Martini Bhagavad Dharma. While he traveled India to America, New York, at that time, 3 times he got at that day, at that time he wrote that Martini Bhagavad Dharma. He's saying, oh, that's how to capture it. When he land over here and also he thinking and just putting over there more verses. Caster that means wooden puppet. How we want to dance that one we can do. Same thing, while as you like, you can dance me. That means I will do everything for your pleasure. Just you give me your guidance. You just say, okay. Is everything clear? No? Nothing clear. Only one thing we have to understand that everybody saying Krishna came as a Vishnu's expansion all the time. Vishnu's avatar. Incarnation of Vishnu. Here, that's why Prabhupada indicated Lord from Lord Baladeva, there are 3 Vishnu come. And 3 Vishnus in Chirodar side Vishnu, and especially Chirodar side Vishnu came in the Vasudeva home in the jail. And the Lord Krishna appeared over there, like through the Chirodar side Vishnu. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, in some points. Through come Krishna himself. Come. Yes. Dando Dama Dameta Masmi, Yuti Rasmi, Sri Satam, Maunam Chaivasmi Vijana, Yanam Yana Vatam Maham. Among all means of suppressing, lawlessness, I am punishment, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of sacred thing, I am silence, and of the wise, I am. There are many suppressing agents, of which the most important there are those that cut down miscreants. When miscreants are punished, the agency of chastisement represented Krishna. Among those who are trying to be victorious in some field of activities, the most victorious element is morality. Among the confidential activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating, silence is most important because by silence one can make progress very quickly. The wise man is he who can discriminate between matter and spirit, between God's superior and inferior natures. Such knowledge is Krishna himself. Upadesa with Prabhupada making commentary about the silence. Silence means we don't have to talk grammar. That means this you do that, you do this thing, that person. Grammar katha, that is. Only we have to do Krishna katha. That is the norm. Yes. So Prabhupada make a comment about that. Maun means we don't have to talking about the material things all the time. That is Grammar Katha. That's called Grammar Katha. Like we are just talking about the same thing. And Mauna means only we have to think about the Krishna and glorify the Krishna's name, and that is the real Mauna. Like Vaidagya. Vaidagya means Vaidagya means detachment. Yes. Detachment means we don't have to talk money, we don't have to this computer, this table. No. So we have detachment means real detachment means we can use that for the business area and not using for our sense enjoyment. If we use for our sense enjoyment, that is called attachment. And we are not using for ourselves and using for Lord's pleasure, and this is called detachment. Same thing. Yukta Vairagya, that means Yukta Vairagya. Otherwise, Bhagavu Vairagya. With so many sadhus, they are not touching one another. That is Bhagavu Vairagya. That means it's not real detachment. They are hating things. No? We don't have to hate anything. We can use. We have to love it. Ichha Samudhena. If we are desiring and hating somebody, and then we will have to take another path. Another path. That's why we have to stop that. We don't have to hate anybody. We have to love everybody. And we have to create a loving environment with each other, and then it's easy for the spiritual progress. Dando Damatayata. He's saying punishment also is the punishment. By the nature. Many people they are thinking, oh, nobody can punish me. They are thinking like that. But nature also punishes. Sometimes tsunamis, earthquake, drought, everything is going. It's punished. Kinds of punished by nature. Yes. Who have the morality, they will be victim. Yes. Without morality, there is no victim. Anything?
I think it's.
Yes. 39?
I think the one which you said was. Prabhupada also said, why are we getting all these natural disasters? It's actually a punishment because especially the cow killing. Cow killing, when you do a cow killing, it is not just ordinary. You will get a major punishment. And the natural disasters, it happens because of the cow killing also.
Yes, global warming also.
Yeah.
Cause of the conflict.
So that's the punishment which is given.
Yacchapi sarvabhutanam bijam karama arjuna na tadasti vina eksam maya bhutam characharam. Furthermore, Vahadana, I am the generating source of all existence. There is no being, moving or non-moving, that can exist without. He is saying, in the seeds, also everything. From one seed, this after planting, everything come out with imagine, no? It's not by automatic everything. Somebody will just we have to plant over there, and after 4 or 5 months and automatically come. But everything is not come by automatically. Behind there is somebody's hands over there. That's why it's a Krishna's hands. But Suyate Sapatuti Saparacharam. You say it's Krishna's hands. Purport everything has a cause. And that cause or seed of manifestation is Krishna. Without Krishna energy, nothing can exist. Therefore, he is called omnipotent. Without his potency, neither the movable nor the immovable can exist. Whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna is called Maya, that which is not.
The story of the Brahmana, the Narada talking to Brahmana and cobbler.
Yes, yes.
So,
Yes, so about this.
The cobbler said, "No, it's everything is possible. How can Vishnu pass the eye of the needle, through the elephant as eye of the needle?" Then actually Brahman did not agree. How can that be possible? When the cobbler said, when the Narmudri said, then he said, "Yeah, it is." Cobbler said, "Yes, it is possible. Why nothing is, anything is possible by Vishnu, right?" And he also said, how many banyan trees, the banyan tree, the small seed, how many banyan trees are in the seed of one seed of a banyan tree. That means we are thinking that's a big banyan tree, but it is coming from a small seed, right? So that is because of Krishna. So,
We are talking about seeds, every seeds we
I
are
understand.
giving. We are giving the seeds, fertilizer, everything, moving or non-moving, that means going to generation. We are talking about the generation system. Uh, we are thinking, oh, this is my son, that is my father, and father gives seeds and coming up. But in real, Krishna is giving the seeds. We are saying, we are not doing, we are the only instrument.
Aham Bijapta Prajapita.
So, we the seed giver path for everything. Now, moving or non-moving, that will many.
Yeah, I was actually today driving towards that basin. On the way towards the basin, I see that a lot of cactus were there on the mountain. But cactus were growing everywhere, not everywhere. Only 2-3 mountains were growing. I was realizing how did this, how Krishna can do this. Yeah.
Cactus usually in desert.
Yeah.
And within the cactus town there is water.
See?
Desert with no water at all.
No water.
But within the town there is water. It's amazing thing. Yes. Now it's 40. That's it. If we are not seeing things we connected with the Lord Krishna, and that is Maya. If we cannot see everything is connected to the Krishna, and that is Maya is that. We have to think that, oh, I am the Maya. Namtosmi Mavadhyana Vibhutinam Parantapa Yesatu Desataprato Vibhuti Istaro Maya. O mighty conqueror of iniquities, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. It is stated in the literature, although the opulences and energy of the Supreme are understood in various ways, there is no limit to such opulences. Therefore, not all the opulences and energies can be explained. Simply a few examples are being described to Arjuna to specify his inquisitiveness. It's many things. Vidyana, Vidutana, Parampara, Nanto, Asti. There is no him. Yadvibhuti Matsaptam Srimad Uchita Deva Tatra Devavagachatum Mama Tejos Asambhavam. Note that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creation spring from but a spark of my splendor. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence. Whether it be in the spiritual or material, anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. That means some hero's power also, so we can see as a Krishna's power connected with the Krishna. That is called Krishna Maya. Sometimes it's not over saying, oh, we have to be vegetarian. And Prabhupada say, oh, we are not vegetarian, we are the Krishnatarian. That means our goal is not to become a vegetarian. Our goal is the Krishna vegetarian. That means we have to please Krishna. That's the this help vegetarian things help us to progress our spiritual. That's why first we have to be vegetarian and then after Krishna vegetarian we have to convert. This help us. Not our goal, we are only vegetarian. It's not goal. Many people are vegetarian, but they are not believing God. Differently. That's why we have to be Krishna vegetarian and then it's success. Now, when it's success, otherwise. अथवा this is verse. This verse is also अथवा बहु नैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवाजिनो स्थाभ्याम इदं कृष्ण एकं सेन स्थितो जल. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge with a single payment of myself, I forwarded and support this entire universe. Ekam sena sthito jala. That means the fourth one fourth. This Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entire lecture universe by his entering into all things as the super soul. The Lord here tells Arjuna that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. You should know that all things are existing due to Krishna's entering them as super soul. Or Brahma, from Brahma, the most gigantic entity, and down to the smallest ant, all are existing because the Lord has entered each and all and is sustaining. Chaitanya Charitamrita is very clearly mentioned about the how love within the living entity or non-living entity, both. Children side Vishnu, Karmic side Vishnu, or Garbha side Vishnu. From the middle of the Garbha side Vishnu is the Kama, Brahmaji, all these things, and Children side Vishnu could be incarnation and also as a Brahma Vishnu Mahesh form, and his maintainer, and Karmic side Vishnu into the he just in Kausavasan and he just into the every universe, within the universe and activated by as a super soul. Is going on like activity. Children side Vishnu as a super soul. Yeah. So, but this natural worlds, varieties of like Mother Earth and they are activated by the children side Vishnu. But in individual living entities within the super soul is the children side Vishnu. Like different. They are activated. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying that Achinte Veda Veda Tattva, inconceivable. Sometimes oneness and sometimes different. One way, now everything is in Krishna. I am. That means all Krishna. The one reason. But we are all separate. Same time.
It's called unity in diversity.
Yes. And between Swamsa or Vivinamsa. That is also categorized. Simultaneously one and
Different. Yes.
That is the most important we have to know. And inconceivable. Sometimes we cannot perceive by our material reason. Sometimes we can catch the sign of the Lord and strongly. There is a mission that regularly propounds that worship. worship of any demigods will lead on to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead or the Supreme Goal. But worship of demigods, demigods is probably discouraged herein because even the greatest demigods like Brahma and Shiva represented only part of the opulence of the Supreme Lord. He is the origin of everyone born. And no one is better than him. He is Asamauddha, which means that no one is superior to him and that no one is equal to him. In the Padma Purana, it is said that one who considers the Supreme Lord Krishna is the same category with the demigods, they, even Brahma or Shiva, become at one and atheist. There is 10 offenses in our book, and number 2 is that this two of number 2 offenses. If we are thinking of Vishnu and Vishnu is the equal to Lord Shiva and Brahma, that is also offense. This is to call taking this verse from the Padma Purana. Padma Purana is saying this one. Not equal. If we are thinking equal, that is one offense. That means Vishnu is so good. This is the from Padma Purana. Become what I am saying. However, one third thoroughly studies the different description of the opulence and expansions of Krishna's inner, then one can understood without any doubt the position of the Lord Sri Krishna and can fix his mind in the worship of Krishna without deviation. The Lord is all pervading by the expansions of his partial representation, the super soul, who enter into everything that is. Pure devotees therefore concentrate their minds in Krishna consciousness in full devotional service. Therefore, they are always situated in the transcendental position. Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter in verse 8 through 11. That is the way of pure devotional service. How one can attain the highest devotional perfections of the association with the Supreme Personality of the Godhead has been thoroughly explained in this chapter. Srila Bhagavad Gita Bhusana, a great Acharya in disciplic succession from Krishna, concludes his commentary on this chapter by saying, Yasakti Lesa Surayadhya Avanti Aptiyugra Tejasa Yatam Sena Yatam Vishwam Sakrishna Dhanse Vachate. From Lord Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power. And by Krishna's partial expansion, the whole world is maintained. Therefore, Lord Krishna is worshipped. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada explains of this new Bhagavad Gita, the matter of the opulence of the we have to review into 11. Aham sarvasya kalo matta sarva pravartate iti mata vadanti mam purava samhita. I am the source of all spiritual and material. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. And then Machita Madhada Prana, Bodhayasta Paraparam, Atayantadanam, Kusyanti Charanam Teacher. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Tesam satapayutanam vritam kritipurvatam dharami buddhiyogantam yenamam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Tesam evanukampatham aham jnananajam tamaham nasamaya atmabhavasto jnanadipena vasvata. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroying with the shining destroy. With the shining lamp of knowledge, the darkness or ignorance.
Oh, we're back.
10 to 11.
This is the one which he
Okay,
mentioned.
8, 9, he just read the chapter show.
Yeah, Chaturshloki.
8, 9, 10, and 11.
Chapter.
Same chapter.
10.
I was like, where are you?
Nice. I just noticed your strength.
Okay, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Those are very important 4 verses that you should.
My request is that if you are able to memorize these verses, it's very powerful, especially for you. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarva prabhavati. This is the first point. We have to know material, spiritual, everything comes from the Lord Krishna. We know these things and we become a devotee. Nice devotee of the Lord Krishna. And he's saying what we on their hearts. Machita Madhudavana, Bodhesta Parasparam. It's a night. Parenthadavamika, to send pizza and pizza. So that is the mistake. When we will get that mistake, we are just trying. Still we are trying. Yesam sapata yutanam, bhajatam pradipurvam, dadami buddhiyogantam. Yeah. How we will get the knowledge, buddhi? All the time we are saying, oh, mind all the time traveling here and here, here and there. But we have to use our intelligence for control the mind. But intelligence comes from the Krishna. That's why if we become devotee of Lord Krishna, and our intelligence also come through Krishna. He is a good intelligence. Otherwise, whatever the material affected by the three mode of nature, we have to goodness, passion, and ignorance, and we are doing like affected by that nature. We have to all activities, mind activities, and this creates the creative activities. Creative activities mean sometimes pious activities, sometimes impious activities. And impious activities is going up, and then we have to go down. These pious activities left us the higher planet, but it's still not fully satisfactory. It's all the chaining that means destroyable. But Krishna devotional service is the infallible. Chera and Achera. Whatever we are doing in material activities, we are charitable. And if in spiritual activities we are doing it incharitable and infallible. This is infallible. Krishna is saying there is 2 types of planetary system. One is infallible, Chera or Achera. His abode is Achera, that means infallible. That's why Krishna's another name is Achyuta.
Achyuta.
Dvau swargo ino loke chera achera uchyate. Chera sarva bhutani uttastu achera uchyate. It's common to this process. That's a jnana deepena vasvata, knowledge. knowledge means pure knowledge of Krishna. Dadami Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means Buddhi means knowledge. Same thing. Yeah, knowledge is varieties of knowledge, but spiritual knowledge is the original knowledge. That's really important. This 8 verses is very important. Sometimes called Chatusloki. Later on, it's 3 Sloki Gita. Okay, Hare Krishna. Anything, Prabhu?
Thank you so much.
No, I'm the not discussing the reading and simple things at all.
It's okay.
Yes. He wants to go further and